Alright, today we're going to be finding the perimeter of polygons, which also includes the circumference of circles. So, for the do now, what you guys need to do is figure out what is the radius of the circle below, and what is the diameter of the circle below. Pause your video now so you have a chance to do the do now. Alright, hopefully you've all had a nice chance to do the do now. Remember, the radius is like half the circle. It goes from the center to the edge of the circle. Which right here, here's the center. Here's a point along the edge. The radius right here is 3.5 centimeters. Now, the diameter, remember the diameter goes from one edge to the other edge, but it goes through the center. So basically, it's like going the whole circle. It's going from here straight through all the way over to here. That's the diameter. And remember, the diameter always equals 2 times whatever the radius is. So in our case, the radius was 3.5, so the diameter is 2 times 3.5. Diameter is 7 centimeters. A lot of people get that confused where they remember, they switch which one is which. Remember that the radius is the small one. Radius is like half of the circle. The diameter goes the whole way across the circle. Alright, I just wanted to show you guys a quick version of the calendar again. In case you forgot, today is Monday, which means that classes, periods 2, 4, and 9 are going to meet with questions. Rats, that's 2, 4, and 8. Make that 8. Sorry. That's a problem that will soon be fixed. So yeah, 2, 4, and 8 will meet on Monday. Tuesday, 3, 5, and 9. Wednesday, 2, 4, and 8 again. Thursday, 3, 5, and 9. Office hours available Friday. Also, if you have any questions, just email me. We'll work something out. So today we're going to talk about the perimeter, which is a one-dimensional measurement. It measures like a length around. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to just talk about area of two-dimensional figures. And Thursday, we're still going to be talking about area, but we're going to talk about area that you can find on three-dimensional figures. And Friday, we're just going to review what we did all week. Next week, we're going to talk a lot about volume, and then you got spring break coming up. And sorry, no chess. No chess. It'd be hard to do a virtual chess. Of course, don't forget, you also still have homework due. Tuesday, Friday. There's not going to be any homework due this Friday, but we're going to have a thing that goes the entire length of spring break. And you can have that homework. So here are some notes on perimeter. You'll know they're notes, and you should copy it down. If it has this little like notebook, bindery, book-looking thing right there, if it has that, copy down the notes. So pause your video now so you have a chance to copy down the notes, and we'll talk about it in a second. All right, hopefully you had time to copy that down. So perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around the outside of a polygon. Basically, you would add all the sides around the polygon. So if it's a distance, this is a one-dimensional measurement, which is going to be a really important thing because we're doing one-dimensional stuff today. The rest of the week is two-dimensional, and then next week we're going to talk about three-dimensional measurements like volume. So, perimeter, distance around the outside of a polygon, so you would just add the sides. But what if it doesn't have any sides? What if it's, a circle? If it's a circle, the fancy word for perimeter is basically just circumference. And for circumference, there's two ways to think about it. You can either do pi times the diameter of the circle, but since we already know that the diameter equals 2 times the radius, we can just substitute that diameter for 2 times r. So another way to do it is you can do the circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius itself. So if I had a circle from the beginning, like if we had this circle, and the radius was 3.5, like in the do now, the circumference of this, well, since I already have the radius, I'll probably just use this one because it already has radius in it. So it'd be 2 times pi times the radius of 3.5, which equals 7 times pi. And if you wanted to get an estimation of that, the estimated circumference of that is about 21.99. And we were in centimeters before, so centimeters. All you have to do is just type 7 pi into your calculator. So if we wanted to find the perimeter of this figure, we would just have to add up all the sides. Add up all the outside sides. So we'd need this, plus that, 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 plus that. It's a lot of sides. Now let's figure out which sides we actually have. We have 10, got it. We got 3, we got 3, we got 6, we got 3, we got 3, we got 2, we got 3. Oh no, we're missing a side here and we're missing a side here. So what we have to do is we got to figure out which side, what are the distances of this. Now one of them I think is really, really simple. If we want to find this side, all you have to do, since these are right angles on the corners here, that means that this is a rectangle right here forming that, which means that if this is 3, the opposite sides are the same, that's also 3. Now, to figure out the other side, to figure out this side right here, that's a little more complicated. One thing I know this whole thing is 10, right? This whole distance has to be 10 because that's 10 down there. So let's start breaking it up. We know pieces of it. We know that this is 3. We know that this down here is 3 more. And we know that this is 2. So to figure out this right here, we would know that x plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 has to equal 10, or x plus 8 equals 10, subtract, and we get that this side right here equals 2 centimeters. So to figure out the perimeter of this, you would have to add 10. Sorry. You have to add 10 plus 3 plus 3 plus 6 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3. And when you add up all those numbers, you end up getting 38 centimeters. And it's just regular centimeters because we're talking about distance around the outside of the shape. So that's the example problem. What you should do now is go and try the practice problems, the other assignment on Google Classroom, find the perimeter. Remember that you may need to use the circumference formulas if there's a circle involved. Circumference is either pi times diameter, or the circumference can be 2 times pi times the radius. So don't forget those. And at the very end, don't forget there's a reflection question. The reflection question says, where are students most likely to make mistakes when finding the perimeter of a shape? So think about that and answer that. Figure out where you may have made a mistake, and then go from there. And don't forget, of course, your Delta Math is due Tuesday at whatever your normal class time is. All right, good luck.